Oh, wait, whoops. Whoops, that is the wrong mistake. That's an oopsie. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Okay. I'm FODV93, and welcome to part 3 of the Mega Man 4 stream. Last time, we beat all 8 Robot Masters and took down Dr. Cossack. But we realized that Cossack wasn't a bad guy, and it was just Dr. Wily who kidnapped his daughter and forced Cossack to use his own robots to fight Mega Man. Which honestly is pretty heinous, if you think about it honestly. Because someone kidnapped your daughter, you basically are at their beck and call just to do what they want, and even if you comply with all their demands, that doesn't entirely mean they're going to return your daughter or whoever in one piece. You know? Hold on. Nope. Go back to Balloon. But yeah, that was pretty heinous, honestly. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry for the belching. Sorry for the belching. But yeah, it's a good thing Proto Man came in time. Otherwise, this would have been a very bad misunderstanding by Mega Man's part. Heck, Mega Man wouldn't even known this was a whole misunderstanding. Because Cossack was that convincing enough to actually be a villain. And Wily would have gotten away with it, none the wiser. And thankfully, since we stopped this from happening because of Proto Man's help, we are storming Dr. Wily's fortress to put a stop to his 4th attempt of world domination. And up we go. Go back to the Buster. Shoot a bit. Come on. Stop sliding the wrong way. Honestly, Wire's pretty cool as a power-up. Like, you just look up, and you actually just go up from there. Sure, you can only just shoot in the one direction that you're facing at the time, you can't really turn around. But it's pretty nice as a tool, honestly. You don't have to get it. Like, unlike Mega Man 1 with the Magnet Beam, you don't have to get the wire or the balloon tool that I've been using all playthrough long. You don't have to do that. But it does make things a lot easier. And it does let you actually be a little bit more creative with the whole puzzle-solving aspect. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And last time, if I recall, we actually beat the first stage of Dr. Wily's fortress, and hopefully this time we put a stop to his plans and get through the entire rest of the fortress as well. What do I want to charge up? Marine's kind of worthless, honestly, so I'll just go with more drill. Thought I was gonna burp again for a second, sorry. Drink some ginger ale, and I really thought I was gonna burp for a second. Alright, and now we have our next boss. If I'm not mistaken, other than the obvious green light, this boss... No, I was wrong. I was wrong. Really thought that was the case. Let me think of something here. If it's not the drill bomb, going to be stuff of Marine. Yep, I am indeed correct. This boss is weak to the ring boomerang. I don't know what this boss is called, but at least I know its weaknesses and I know how it attacks. It shoots the fireball straight down, It shoots a fireball straight ahead, or it lobs a giant bomb, which could knock you off the platform. And thankfully with E-tanks, I still got 3 left, and plenty of ring to use. Just gotta make sure you don't miss with your shots. Oh, look at that, stage 3. Yep. Alright. I could really use to replenish the E-tank that I used up. And let's replenish a bit of ring. And drill bomb. How many lives do I have left? I have 6. The reason why I have 6, now 7, is because in Mega Man, the number 0 actually counts as a life. Where in so many other classic games, once you reach 0, it's a game over. Not in this series, because if you go down to 0, that's actually your last life. So instead of saying, oh, I have 3 lives, when you play Mega Man, you actually have 4, which is pretty generous by classic standards back in the day. So with 7 lives, you could honestly just screw up a bit, but at least know what to learn of how not to screw up again and again. Which does help, actually. Sure, it has challenge, but at the very least you have 4 lives instead of the average 3. And with this capsule in mind, we will be going down another series tradition that it will never stop. Welcome to the Robot Master rematches, where you rematch against every single boss that you've fought within this game. At the very least, which helps you have their weaknesses. And thankfully, for some of the Robot Masters, like Pharaoh Man, you don't have to be so crunched up within a small room. Because the simple fact you have more space to evade Pharaoh Man. Because in his original room, the room was much smaller, so which gave him a better advantage of moving around and traversing about and shooting his shots. And this is Bright Man's weapon. Like Flash Man, it freezes time, but it's better because of the simple fact that you can actually shoot. Which makes it a lot better by default. And if I last recall, this is one of the few time-based weapons in the game. Which makes the Bright Stopper, or Bright Man's weapon, the best one, if I'll be honest. Because, sure, both time weapons from both Bright and Flash Man do consume weapon energy. But, at the very least, with Bright Man's weapon, you don't have to worry about not being able to shoot or do anything of that sort. So there's that, which is honestly really good. You could still shoot, you could still jump, slide, all that stuff. I could be wrong with this, but I think you can at least swap weapons. Because the Bright Stopper, unlike Flashman's weapon, actually goes for a few seconds instead of wasting the entire bar of energy. Which lets you at least do a bit of Bright Man's weapon before doing something else. And now for Dust Man. Nope. Got to stop pressing the wrong button. Nope. Was too late for that one. Come on, Dustman, let me attack you. There we go. Yep, no. But yeah, thankfully Proto Man's not a bad guy. That would kind of suck. Or not make much sense, because in Mega Man 3, Proto Man just saved us from a collapsing fortress that Wily made, and now he just suddenly rescues Cossack's daughter Kalinka and brings her forth to show that Cossack was just manipulated by Wily in the first place. Like, that doesn't make much sense, like if you just suddenly turned evil. You know? Like, that's just a me thing, you know? Like, it's like saying, oh, I'm going to help you cross the street or whatever, because you broke your arm. But then suddenly, the next day, oh no, fuck you, I'm just gonna start breaking your legs, just because. You know, it's like you just helped someone a lot, then you just decided just to be a jerk. You know, that doesn't make much sense. And because of Toadman's weakness, we just took him down just as quickly as you can, just by using the normal charge shots. And with Diamond, weakness is the Skull Barrier. Pretty weak shield, if I'll be quite honest. If I last recall, I don't think there's much of a need for this shield weapon, aside from fighting Dive Man. Could be wrong. I could be wrong with that assumption. But I'm pretty positive within that one. And now for Skullman. Slide, shoot. Yeah. Don't really get Skullman's shield. Like, on one hand, his own shield can just reflect projectiles. But at the same time, when you get his weapon, it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't reflect. It just absorbs the hit, and that's it. That's kind of a waste of a shield, if I'll be quite honest. Now, if it reflected projectiles and was pretty meaty, then I would not have such a problem with that, you know? Nope. Ow. Ow. Okay. At the very least, I'm not down to my last life, but I should at least not be so reckless. Let's just do this again, but better. There we go. Third time's the charm with Skullman. And just not being reckless. I don't know if I showed Brightman's weakness. Don't know, but I could always show it off, because that's the point of the rematches. To give you a home field advantage when you have enough weapon energy to use it against the Robot Masters. Come on, let me down, Brightman! No. Oh, come on. Come on with that. Come on. Really? Ow. Oh, that helped. With Toadman's weapon, it's a screen nuke. You launched up, and then Acid Rain pours down and basically just does damages to small enemies on the screen and counts as Brightman's weakness. Where are you, Dive Missile? There we go. With Drillman, the missile doesn't really heat-seek. Well, it does heat-seek, like it just goes to Drillman. But the thing is, when Drillman drills and buries himself underground, you can't entirely use the dive missile. You have to wait for him to come back up for you to actually use the dive missile. Like right there. If I were to actually shoot with the dive missile, then it would just go straight ahead. Like right there. I would have actually been given a second shot to use onto Drillman, but he actually has to be above ground, you know? Hidden difficulty with finding Drillman, you actually have to shoot the missile at him. And... okay, no. Okay. The thing with Drillman is that you actually have to shoot the dive missile at him, but it can't hit the drill bomb. So at the very least he's easy, but not as easy as Toadman, where you could either just use the Buster or his weakness, and have a very easy time from there. And here we have with Wily and his other mech. Ooh, excuse me. Huh. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Oh, wow. Looks like the ring boomerang does do something. Okay, so I was right with my assumption. Because I remembered playing the old Anniversary Collection that came out way back when, like, maybe like 20-ish years ago? If I'm not mistaken? That was for the old GameCube and PS2 and stuff. And I owned the GameCube version. And I remember actually going online for cheats and stuff to look and see how to beat Wily and stuff. And it said for the weakness to use the ring boomerang. So I realized, oh wow, wait a minute, that actually does work. And I actually got my weaknesses mixed up. Phase 1 is weak to the ring boomerang, and Phase 2... Ow. Ow, oh boy. Oh boy, why did I jump there? That was dumb. Ugh. Okay, that's not good for me. Because if... yeah, I pretty much just wasted my E-tanks like an idiot. Ugh. Thankfully, at the very least, this phase of Wily and his machines aren't too tough to handle. Like, it's not a tall order for you to take on for this particular Wily machine. Thankfully, there's that. And the charge shot does a good amount of... and the new charge shot does meteor damage than if I were to go for an old school style. Where I would just need to jump, shoot, and charge. Thankfully, there's that. But if I do actually get a game over, at the very least I can have myself a free E-tank to use on me. That at least helps. Let me see, for a drill... not enough, sadly. Why did I go back to drill? That's not good. Okay. Ow. Okay, that was stupid of me. Why did I... Ow. Why did I jump into that? At least it's not Wily 1 hard or whatever. And I can at least chalk this up to me being reckless and stupid. Ow. Okay, at the very least with the rematches, they're not hard. Just gotta conserve the ring and drill weapons, basically. There's that, which I can at least resort to. Okay. Ow. Wait for you to go down. And... oh! Never mind then. Gotcha. Seriously, the charge shot is a welcome addition to Mega Man's repertoire and arsenal of weapons, because it makes tackling the smaller enemies a breeze to take care of. It helps put a dent in more tougher, larger enemies that you'd have a tougher time dealing if you were to just go, oh, natural, no charge shot buster. And let's go with Drillman first. See? The moment Drillman goes underground, he's invincible. Ow. And you can't really predict where he's going to go, so you really have to keep moving, keep sliding, keep going, keep sliding. Because you never know when he's going to pop up again. See? Like there. I was out, far away from Drillman. And he just popped out of the ground. Now, one tactic to use for Drillman that works is just to... Ow. Keep sliding, basically. You just keep sliding and you keep shooting. And you just hold a good buster shot to use onto Drillman. And Drillman always starts the fight by burying himself underground and then popping back up, basically. So, regardless if you have his weakness or not, Drillman's always just going to start with the same pattern. Thankfully, because I shot his weakness at him. And really, Drillman? Seriously? The dive missile was right there. Right there. It was right there. But whatever. Whatever. You're beaten for a second time. It's whatever. Kinda stupid, but whatever. With Brightman, the shots hurt, but his body slam hurts a lot more. Although his weakness is the brain flesh from Toadman, you really just need to use more of the buster shot. Due to the simple fact you don't get much weapon ammo for Toadman's weapon to use onto Brightman. So it's kind of like a quick man thing where you have to use a combination of your own buster shots and his actual weakness to beat him. And let's go with a bit of Toadman. Ow. Okay, no. Thankfully he hasn't frozen time yet. Oh, thank goodness. When he freezes time, you really have to wait until the time freeze is finished, or you get yourself hurt. And if you're going to get yourself hurt, you better hope that it's just the shots and not Brightman doing a body slam onto you. Because the body slam does way more damage than his actual buster shots. Ow. Skullman, if I'm not mistaken, there's a neat trick with Skullman. Basically, what you can do with Skullman... really feel like I'm gonna burp or whatever. But anyway, with Skullman, the main thing with him is that if you don't shoot, he just stands there. He just stands there. Legit, just standing there. So if you don't shoot, he just stands there. See? I'm just holding the button to charge, and he's not doing a thing. Which I kind of find to be a neat little Easter egg, though. Speaking of Skullman, I don't know. Actually, I could at least think of one good reason why Cossack built him in the first place. Because within the stage, all there were a bunch of dinosaur skeletons, so it probably just helped with archaeology research. And having a bot whose main purpose is to help find old fossils helps. And now for Dive Man. Thankfully, with the charge shots... come on, get off of me! Ow! Okay, seriously, Dive Man, come on here. You're killing me here. Ow! Wait, hold on. Oh no. Yeah, shoot. Thought I had another life, but I didn't, sadly. And at the very least, I still have my one E-tank that I didn't use up. So that helps me, at the very least, now that I have 2 E-tanks, and am now just smarter to not be so damn reckless. Right. Got it. Okay. Wily stage. Take 3. Let's see here. Yes. Switch to the skull barrier, and let's take on Dive Man. Oh, oops. Wrong one. At least I know his weakness. Got it. Get another shot in. Got it. Wait for the skull barrier to finish. And you're done. And this should be Dive Man. Yes. Come on. Ah, really? I died first? Come on here. Come on here. What is that shenanigans? Come on. No. Really? I've got to stop guessing the wrong weapon. Everyone's gonna be a pain. Just do what I did last time. Mix the Buster, charge shots, and Toadman's weapon. Just gotta make sure I hit him with actual charge shots. On attempt number 2, because I've died. Okay, let's just go about this again. Thankfully I know what to do with all the other weaknesses. Shoot. Ow! Come on! Jump and shoot. Oh boy. Ow! Come on here. Okay. Ow. Oh, come on with this. I know to not use the rewind so much, but at this point, I'd like to at least get a little bit of a move on. Thank you. There we go. Ugh. Wasted a good E-tank on nothing. Ugh. Okay, let's just take down Drill Man. Now we just wait every second, and then we start sliding like crazy. The old electric slide. Yep. Ugh. Okay. Little bonus fact for Drill Man. Not really a bonus fact, just wanting to edit what I said earlier. Don't try to shoot at Drill Man when he's doing the whole animation of diving up and down into the ground. Because no weapon will still hit Drill Man when he's going up and down. He's invincible throughout the entirety of that time. Now for Toad Man. You know what? Let's just go the old school way of how everyone beats... Ow! Really? I got too much pride to die to fucking Toad Man of all people. And this is the old school way of taking down Toad Man. Buster Shot, regular recharged. Resets Toad Man's position to where he's not using the Rain Flush, and he just hops around, left and right, left and right. Ow. Okay, that was dumb. Why did I not slide? Yeah, it just resets his position, and you just have to just slide and shoot. Left and right, slide and shoot. That's it. Okay, with Dustman, I want to be a little bit on the careful side, because his weakness is good against Wily. Okay, at least I have 3 lives. Okay, I still have, like... Yeah, I still have, like, 2 lives left, sorry. Yeah, I have, like, 2 lives left, at the very least. Let's just preemptively have the charge shot in hand. And use it onto Dustman. When ready. Seriously, good thing for this slide, because the simple fact with Dustman's weapon, you can easily slide underneath him and then shoot when you avoided the Dustman's ball of dirt, junk. Gotta be careful to not kill Dustman and be at the door, because regardless if you beat him or not, the moment that you touch the door, you're instantly teleported. And it doesn't matter if the health is at the door or not, if you touch the door, you're instantly just booted out and going back to the main hub for the stage. Ow. And with Ferroman's weapon, it's just like Heatman's weapon. Just gotta check. Okay. Didn't know that could happen. Okay, let's try this again. Seriously, I never really considered this, but Ringed Man actually is kind of tough. Because I don't think I remembered having much of a tough time beating Drill Man as a kid. I think it's because I tried out the game's easy mode as a kid. And just had my experience from there, basically. Ow! Come on! No! Come on with this! Ow! Ugh. Okay, I gotta at least rewind a little bit, actually. Whew, there we go. I have some sense of pride to at least not be dwelling in this for a while longer. And then Brightman for Ferroman. Ow. The moment the screen flashes white, that means you used another one of Brightman's another bit of your ammo to use against Fireman, basically. Although you can't charge, you can at least still shoot, which makes it pretty good for a time stop weapon. Now, if there was a time weapon that let you flat out just... What am I saying? If you had a time weapon that let you charge your weapon, now that would be pretty good. Because the simple fact, you can still... Because the fact you can actually do more damage when time is stopped, instead of just relying on standard buster shots. Okay, why did I do that? Very stupid, very dumb. Ow. Ow. Ow! Crap! Okay. At the very least, I have a spare E-Tank to use against Wily. Ow. Come on. Ow. Ow. Nope. Ugh. It may be my last E-Tank, but let's just do it anyway. With Wily's weakness, sure it's the drill bomber, but you have to make sure to detonate the drill bomber. And in my experience playing Mega Man, this is one of the few times where the weapon itself is not the main weakness, but rather the explosion or effects that it causes. Hold on. There we go. Wait, hold up. Wait, whoopsie. Hold on. That's not what I want to do here. Wait, hold on. No. Because there's a neat little Easter egg. Save game. Do it one more time. Perfect. Because once we're done with the game, there's actually a neat little Easter egg that I kind of want to show off. And it actually has to do with this particular Wily fight. And now we are on the last Wily stage. Let me see. Okay, I need to refuel some weapon ammo. Hopefully I can find an enemy to recharge some weapon ammo. Nope. That health would have been helpful if I was low on health, but I am not low on health. At the very least, this small little station, before going off to Wily, is a neat little farming area. In Mega Man, well, basically as all in the series, if there is a part of the stage where there's lots of enemies that spawn continuously on the ground, you can use that to farm for health and weapon ammo, and occasionally, if it's rare, if you're lucky enough, an extra life. Ow. But you have to make sure to actually swap to the weapon on hand to get the weapon ammo that you need. You know what? If I die to this Wily fight, I die. Because at the very least, very least, if I get a game over, I could restart with all my weapons charged up and fueled up and whatnot. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first for the series, where, yes, it's the obvious final Wily mech, but it's actually the first Dr. Wily capsule. A Wily capsule is just what the name infers. It is just a Dr. Wily capsule, where Wily is within a capsule, and he shoots energy particles or whatever at you, and he darts all across the screen, basically. And this game is the very first to actually do this. And from what I've shown off, the first Wily capsule for its weakness is the Pharaoh shot from Pharaoh Man. But thankfully, since I have enough Pharaoh shots, and all my health and weapon ammo are restored fully, I can go to this Wily fight and fight him head-on, basically. Seriously, that weapon ammo would have been good the first time through. What this Wily capsule does is that it zips across the screen. Ow. And it zips across the screen, teleports. Yeah, what this Wily capsule does, zips across the screen and teleports. What you have to do is fully charge up. Ow. Really? What you have to do is fully charge the Pharaoh shot and launch it at Wily. Way of how you know where Wily is, you see orbs flashing going across the screen, and you actually see Wily teleport. And like that, we have beaten Dr. Wily. Okay then, never mind then. Wily's that smart enough to at least have an escape sequence, escape hatch, as his fortress blows up again. Oh, Wily, do you not learn? I'm pretty sure he does not. And as long as Wily keeps trying to take over the world, we will always beat his schemes. Gotta say, that's a cool looking explosion to actually be shaped as after a skull. And that was Mega Man 4. Although this is a bit short, because of the simple fact that it's basically 50 minutes, today I'll be doing another double stream, basically. And because this is December, I feel it would be best to at least do another Mega Man game. And I'm not going to be doing Mega Man 5 on the NES until another time, but I will be doing Mega Man 3 on the Game Boy, because I do want to at least tackle each and every entry in the order that it came in. And Mega Man 3 came between Mega Man 3 and 4. So I feel that by beating 4, I could at least tackle on Mega Man 3 on the Game Boy, because it uses bosses from both 3 and 4. Man, this is one cool credit sequence. Where you just have Mega Man normally, and then he's just riding the train home. Helmetless and all. And with that, world peace has been restored. But yeah, today is going to be another double stream, where I shall be doing Mega Man 3 on the Game Boy. because it's December, it's Mega Man, and I wanted to at least give some love to Mega Man, basically. I know it's late December, but yeah, I'll do what I can, basically. Oh, didn't know this is 2 credit sequences. And if I'm not mistaken, each person underneath each boss is the person that drew the boss, basically. And it goes within numbering order. Although, if you ask me, these don't count as Wily spots. Because you didn't make them. Flat, plain and simple. You did not make them. These are just Cossacks robots that were forced to fight Mega Man. Plain and simple. If you could have it any other way, then, you know, he wouldn't have to do this. Plain and simple. Gotta be honest, I actually kind of like this credit sequence and the credit music because it's kind of catchy. And Eddie, just giving up the final lettering. Presented by Capcom, and this is the end of one half of today's dual stream doubleheader. But before we do that, I want to actually show off the Easter egg I promised. Use Tillman's weapon. And there we go. If you actually do this onto Wily, you don't advance to the next stage. You don't do that. Funny thing is that if you use the Tillman's weapon on Wily as he's escaping, you can't escape. You soft lock yourself, and therefore, if it wasn't for this collection giving you the rewind function, you would have to reset the game over again, enter a password or whatever, and then try the entire stage again. From the ground up, from the whole Robot Master rematches, and Wily's first machine. Because this is a way to soft lock yourself, and you can't really advance on. At the very least, it doesn't affect your console. If you were to do it the old school way, like using an actual cartridge from the NES. But yeah, I wanted to at least show off this neat little Easter egg for you, basically. Because within all versions of Mega Man 4, from the Anniversary Collection to the OG to this release, this Wily Easter egg is still legit. Not many people know about this Easter egg, but I at least knew about it as a kid because I watched cheat codes and looked up cheat codes of Mega Man when I was a kid. Because that's what you did when I was when I was a kid back then, basically. You went on the internet, you looked up cheat codes for Mega Man, and then you saw little Easter eggs, and you tested them out to see if they were legit or not. And this is legit, fully legit. So, when Wily is escaping, and my mistake, when Wily is escaping to go to the final Wily stage, don't use the Rain Flush. Don't do that. And this has been FDV